Thanks for having me, and hello everyone. My name is Khumo Nkwana and I'm an environmental health practitioner. Just to get straight to the questions, environmental health is offered as a bachelor's of environmental health, meaning it's a 4-year degree where one can attain the qualification. The admission requirements are that one has to have an APS of 24 that is made out of 5 subjects that have a score of 4, meaning you have to have 4 subjects that have a minimum score of 4, excluding life orientation. The prerequisites subjects to that should be mathematics, physical science, life sciences, and obviously English as your home language or your first additional language. Once you have those, you are in a good position to apply at any institution, which I believe, obviously, it's the second question that you had, Mpo, as I have received it. Which institutions offer environmental health? The institutions that offer environmental health, much of them were previously what we call University of Technologies, and still are. So the first one that I'm going to mention is the one that I studied from, which is Tshwane University of Technology. We also have University of Johannesburg. We have Central University of Technology. We have Cape Peninsula University of Technology, as well as Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University. Obviously, I almost forgot one, but we also have Durban University of Technology. All these institutions are offering environmental health as a bachelor degree, which previously before they were offering it as a national diploma, but that national diploma has been in the years being phased out, and now it is offered as a bachelor degree, like I have mentioned. Thank you for that question. When it comes to how long does it take for one to get a job? To be quite honest with you, I think this is a relative question where it differs from one person to another. Everyone, I think, in their respective professions have different stories to tell. However, with me, the only time that I have spent where I was unemployed was like 6 months, where I was waiting for placement for community service, which is what we do as health practitioners, as you would know, with other professional bodies in the health fraternity, where you have to go and undergo a community service where you work and you gain experience there. That is also a legislated thing where our professions body also has to understand that you have went through that before you can have your independence practice as an environmental practitioner. However, like I said, it's a relative question. There are other people that have stayed longer than I have. However, jobs are there because this is one of the critical functions within the society where a lot of people don't know about it. However, we are there protecting the public's health and ensuring that everyone in their living spaces contribute to their good health. Thank you. Thanks for that question, Mpo. My scope of work is a very lengthy one. However, just to put it in short, environmental health is also a branch of public health. So we have actually a significant role that we play in the public, and that role entails the identification, evaluation, and control, and in some instances, the prevention of situations where one's health would be impaired. So we are what we call the first line of defense, in a sense, where we go and identify issues, environmental issues, as they are influenced by biological, chemical, and obviously physical factors that actually might impair to one's health. Currently, as I have said, I'm one of the essential workers. We are actually busy now with the pandemic, as it is COVID-19, and in our 9 functions, which everyone can now go and read about them, because environmental health is one of the highly legislated profession. We deal with a lot of legislations in terms of acts, regulations, and obviously bylaws, depending on which municipality you work for. At the moment, we are busy heavily during this pandemic doing a surveillance and preventions of communicable disease, excluding the immunization thereof. So in this aspect, what we do is that we get involved in outbreak response teams, where we work with different stakeholders to ensure that the disease doesn't spread to an amount or to a lot of people or population that at some point it won't be controllable, or it claims a lot of lives. In part to that, my actual job is to investigate and trace cases that are having reported to have COVID, and also investigate sort of trying to find out as to where possibly could they have contracted the disease, as well as helping some of the people in terms of now understanding which people they were directly in contact with, so that those people we can do a follow-up and see exactly what has happened. So our job in doing that doesn't exclude some of the functions that we have to do, because everything just comes together into a dome, where now when you practice, your overall thinking entails all your 9 functions and functional areas. My life motto. This is a rather interesting question, and I think I like it because understanding that this is a series of professions that you will be showcasing, I think it also would highlight what drives certain individuals within their profession. But for me, my life motto as it is right now is that life is what you make of it. So when other people that are like trying to be more like poetic or something like that, you would say making something life out of life. So basically what that means is that with anything and everything that is current to you and available to you, you use that to reform and change your life, and hopefully for the better life, and realizing what's around you. So oftentimes people fail to realize what is around them and how can they use that to their best disposal, and obviously change their lives. If you reflect back and you look at yourself as you are right now, as you look at yourself as where you are right now, certain things have come up to be what they are because of what you have used previously. And obviously where you are right now could be, in many instances, a better position that you find yourself than you did previously. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I hope a lot of people have learned and understood much from me, and I hope my contribution goes a long way. Thank you, Paul.